So hi everyone, welcome to the course, and today we will be covering animation. So you might have seen websites where some elements starts moving from here and it ends at somewhere. That means if you have some image starting from here, the animation will continuously go on and on. So how that can be done? We have seen transition property. It was a kind of animation only. Why? Because we were able to move our elements from one position to another position, but that particular things gives the less control over the element. The animation will have some add-on properties, and let's see how that works. Okay, I have the same image which we use for transition and transform property. Now let's see how these things works. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add a div over here. So the animation will be applied to my whole of the container. Okay, so I am not specifying any width, but yeah, I am going to have some kind of height, add height to this. So obviously you won't be able to see it because I have not given any background color to this. Next thing you want to put is animation name. Animation name is the property where you can put any name to this animation. Okay, let's suppose I am giving it do something. Okay, so do something will move the element. This is the name of my animation. You can put even your name also, then also it is going to work. The next thing you have to keep in mind that animation includes or have some selector which is known as keyframes. So @keyframe followed by your name of the animation. Okay, so this is the name of your animation. You will add that. Keyframe is basically the breakpoints where your animation is going to take transform properties, like any property, transform, or it is transition, or you want to move from left and right. So that kind of property. So it starts, so from, first thing it takes is from. From means the initial point, which is the 0%. Okay, and 2 you can add over here 2. From 2 means 100%. It's the ending point. So it will start from 0%, which is from, and it will go till 100%, which is 2. Okay, so to this particular container, I know by default this container is going to be static, and if my container is static, I won't be able to apply left, right, top, bottom properties because that is not allowed. So for here, I'm going to put a position as relative so that I can move my container because I want to show you this thing. Okay, this is done. Now the next thing you want to do is I want from left, it should be 0%. Okay, it shouldn't be moving. And to 2, I want the left to be 50%. Okay, so it will cover up 50% from left, which is till 100%. So let's see whether this animation will start working or not. So it's not working. Why? Because we have not specified animation duration. It's just like transition duration, right? So animation duration means till how much time I want my animation to take its rotation. So to complete this rotation, let's suppose I want 5 seconds. So see, it will start from 0%, it is covering 50%. So it will stop, it will go back to its position because I have not defined any iteration to this. So I need to refresh it if I want my animation to move. So let's suppose there is next property is animation delay. Animation delay means it will stay for some time and then it will start working. I want delay of 2 seconds. So this animation will take 2 seconds and after that it will start moving. Okay, so this is my position. So remember that it is not like transition, that if it is reaching to some final position, it will go back to its position. Yeah, animation will go back to its position, but it will come abruptly. Okay, so for that I want animation. There is something called animation iteration count, that for how much time I want to move it. So if it is infinite, it will continuously be moving. See, It is taking 2 seconds and it is covering up. It will come back to the position and it will start moving. So this is the count, in infinite time. So if you will say count 3, so this animation will cover 3 iterations. So let's count. This is a 1. It will go back to the position. Then 2. It will go back to the position. And then 3. It will go back to the position. See, now it will not move. Okay, so this means that. So that was iteration. Now, to animation direction. So you can have reverse. That means reverse. Reverse means that it will move the animation in the reverse order. See, it is in the reverse direction. So my animation is starting from here and it is going till here. That means now from 100% to 0% because my direction is reverse. So if I'll put alternative, that means it will start from here and it will cover till here. Then it will go back to its final position. Now it is not going abruptly because I have named it as alternative. So it will go also and it will come back also. So that is your animation direction alternative mean. Similarly, you will go with alternative reverse. It is that it will move in opposite direction but in a reverse order. It will start from here and it will go back, and still from this position it will come back. So this is how animation works. Okay, so let's talk about animation play state. So I want to comment this out because I don't want delay. So by default it is in running state. That means my position, my animation is playing. So it's in running state. Okay, even if I'll write or not, it will be moving. So let's comment this out. Let my animation to move it. Okay, but what if I'll pause it? See, the pause means that my animation will be paused. It will not work. So how you can include pause? Let's see. So let's suppose that it is in running state initially, but I want to pause this. But when I want to pause it, I want to pause my animation. Okay, let's do one thing. I want div, when div is hover, I want my animation play state to be paused. Let's see now. So see, my animation is working, but as soon as I'm clicking on the picture, on the div, it is stopped. See, so I have added this on the div, hover on the div, not on the image. So I'm clicking on the div. See, according to the height and width, you can't see the container because I have added some height and width. Okay, so that was your animation run and playing thing. Okay, so if you want to specify from some position, let's suppose your animation starts left at 0 and I want its scale transform scale is 1. Okay, but in the 50% I want, when it is covering left, let's suppose it's 40%, I want this transform to get 1.5. So I want my image to increase its height and width, the zoom level. And when it is to 100%, I want this transform from left, it is going to be 100%. Okay, but the transform scale, I want it to 0.5. So now let's see. See, till 40% it is like this, and till 100% it decreases the size. So this is how your animation works. Isn't it look amazing, right? So yeah, it will be moving like this. So this was your transform properties. So include transition property also and see the magic of the animation. Okay, I hope you have understood the video lecture. If you haven't, then pause the video and start practicing. So in that way you will be able to have a hands-on practice. So thank you so much everyone.